Hi Foundation Course students, it's Gail here. Hope you're having a good day. In this video, I'm going to talk about bioreaction. So bioreactions are the instantaneous reactions we have to something that we perceive as a threat. Perhaps you'll recognize some of the examples in this slide, such as another driver cutting you off in traffic. You may also be thinking about some other examples of your own. For me, preparing to do this video for you triggered my own bioreaction. Some of you have probably heard about the fight or flight response. From an evolutionary perspective, the ability to quickly react to threats of danger enabled our ancestors to survive in real life or death situations. The downside of this in today's world is that there are very few situations that actually require a fight or flight response. In today's reality, these bioreactions often lead to chronic stress, health issues, miscommunication, misunderstanding in relationships, and impulsive decisions we later regret. To understand this process a little bit better, it's helpful to learn about two important parts of our brain. The amygdala, which is the back of our brain near the brain cell stem, its job is to detect and respond to anything that threatens us. It's on 24/7, which is great if there's a real threat, but the amygdala cannot distinguish between a real threat or something we perceive as a threat. The prefrontal cortex is a large part of the brain. And this part of our brain is responsible for thinking, reasoning, decision-making. An amygdala hijack occurs when the amygdala senses danger and a bioreaction is initiated in a split second. The reaction is so fast that it bypasses the prefrontal cortex, so there's not a chance for us to think or say, wait a minute, let's think this through. Some of the physical responses that you may have during a bioreaction are racing heart, difficulty breathing, or hard to catch our breath, feeling tension in different parts of our body. We'll also have emotional sensations, which may include intense fear or anger. We may also have a sense of mental fogginess, having a hard time thinking or planning. So this is what happens during the bioreactive process. Something happens that's a stimulus for us. We're triggered, and our amygdala senses danger, and a bioreactive response occurs. It might be a fight response where we confront the threat aggressively. This could be physically, but it could also be in angry words, text messages, or tweets, or slamming a door. The flight response means you run from the danger or avoid a situation you feel threatened by. It might be not showing up for a class or withdrawing from a conversation you feel threatened by. In the freeze response, you find yourself feeling paralyzed, like you're unable to move. The image of a deer in the headlights illustrates this well. This could also look like not being able to express ourselves in a conversation. The appease response means that we are actually agreeing with our attacker in some way to compliment or do something to placate someone who is actually threatening or bullying us. The bioreactions we have will be different for each of us and depend on the situation we're in, and also our past experiences and how we've dealt with things before. Over the next few days, we're going to be exploring strategies to help us prevent, manage, and recover more quickly from our bioreactions. So your next assignment, please see the link below this video, is going to be to reflect back on a situation in which you were in bioreaction. Once you've identified the situation, there's some questions to answer about your experience. Please let us know if you have any questions about the assignment. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you all soon.